In economics, we've traditionally made the distinction between goods and services. When a good falls on your toe, it hurts. And when a service falls on your toe, you don't even feel it. Tangibles are things that we can either see or feel. Intangibles are things that matter a lot, but we barely see them, we barely feel them, and yet they're all around us. My name is Rohinton Medhora. I'm an economist. Social policy has always had two aims. The more utilitarian one is to create good workers. And then the second aim of social policy is to beef up human capabilities, to just make us better, stronger people, not just so that we're more productive, but because we're better human beings. And so the challenge for social policy now is to adapt education systems for all the new things that new technologies is bringing upon us, and at the same time maintain or make us even better citizens in an era in which fundamental questions about what constitutes a human right, what constitutes privacy and security, is actually under review. We currently have a system in which education is loaded up front, and then we kind of use it up over a career or over a lifetime. But one of the features of the intangibles economy, and especially the pace of technological change, is that we're going to have a lot more careers in our lifetime than we've had in the past. The skills that we learn in school and college and university are not going to last us throughout our lives. And in fact, we might be doing different things throughout our lives. We might be changing jobs. Many of us may never have a single full-time job at any given point in time. And yet many of the social policy features are kind of job-centered when we want them to become person-centered, so that when we move jobs, our health benefits or our pension or savings plan moves with us. In some countries, this is already the case or is partially the case. In others, it's not at all the case. An extreme example of this, of course, is what's come to be called universal basic income, where the sort of range and grab bag of social programs is combined into a single entity so that every citizen in a country has a basic income level below which they will not fall. And this then substitutes for the range of sort of education, transport, health, and other incentives that they might have. Where would this come from? Increasingly, wealth is stored as economic rent, and that profits taxes might play a larger role going forward than consumption or income taxes. What we might want to think about is governments providing a universal basic income, or at the very least, the public provision of basic public services like transport, education, and health, financed by the taxation on rent and on profits and on the concentration of wealth that we see in the intangibles era. It's not as if economics doesn't have all the tools, but monopolies coming together at the same time that we're dealing with changes in education systems and in labor markets, and the fact that we don't have a global governance backbone. We really are living in a pretty revolutionary time. How revolutionary, we don't know yet, but I don't think there's any question that if we look back on our lifetime 20 years from now, we won't believe the kinds of things we were doing today and we will be doing then.